So what I like to start with is sort of definition, right? Because we talk a lot about what is compliance, and I think it's important to sort of level set. When we look at what the definition of the term compliance is, and this comes from dictionary.com, there are two interesting definitions. And let's read it. The first one is the act of conforming, acquiescing, or yielding. The second one is a tendency to yield readily to others, especially in a weak and subservient way. Now, the reason why I bring up this definition to start this conversation is because when we think about compliance, it's in a way a very passive or something we have to do. Just like when you were a kid and your mother and father said, well, you got to clean up your room or else you can't go outside and play with your friends or get on the Xbox or have some ice cream. What are you going to probably do? You're going to probably do the bare minimum. You're going to put stuff away. You're not going to fold your clothing. You're just going to jam them in your closet, take your toys, put them in a bin somewhere. You're really going to do the bare minimum just to be able to check that box. So when we think about DSCSA compliance, let's think about it from that perspective, that there are sort of two levels by which you can really think about what we're doing with DSCSA. So again, when we think about just checking the boxes, there's a couple of things that happen, right? We're seeing a lot of DSCSA compliance is being done in silos, right? Different parts of the organization, different systems. They're all disconnected, but they're all able to sort of check the box and say, yep, we're compliant. We've met what we need to do. We're ready to move on. We've sort of done the bare minimum to get that checkbox done. It's creating, of course, and Tushar touched upon this, a lot of manual exception handling. There's still a lot of manual touches with regards to this. There's still a lot of the human in the loop, which is good, but at some level you want to avoid that where the human has to go in and make sure that the exceptions, things that are falling out of place, things that are ad hoc are being checked at. This is going to cost you time and create more errors. And finally, the last one when it comes to just checking the boxes, right? It's truly giving you, or it's not really living up to what the potential is, which is it is going to limit your visibility. Your leadership, your organization are not going to truly see or have the visibility across the board where your product, where your data is within the supply chain. What we're going to talk about is more specifically within the supply chain around the warehouse.